Hello guys, this is Joshua Hawes here and welcome to today's video. Today's going to be a bit of a different video, a bit more of a serious video. It's basically going to be talking about everything that's going on right now in terms of racism. Cause I don't know how long this video will be, but yeah, I just thought it's something I needed to talk about, because I just feel like if you have something like this where you can talk to about this kind of situations, you kind of owe it to yourself to do so, because it's only through talking about it things really gonna change. So yeah, when I first heard about this, it was horrible. Don't get me wrong. I thought it was horrible and stuff, but I didn't know the true extent of how big of a problem this is until I took it upon myself to actually do a bit of research about it. I watched the documentary on Netflix called 13th, which really kind of was eye-opening, just like how it's messed up, how racist this criminal justice system is. That you could say it was very eye-opening, and I watched WWE put on a YouTube channel the podcast that this team of black people called The New Day did. The New Day are some of my favourite wrestlers. Like, they're kind of the wrestlers that I look up to. It's kind of their motives, the stuff I want to do. Like, they have them, especially Kofi Kingston, with this work hard. You achieve what you want to do in life if you work hard. And they're just, you can tell, whether it's on screen or off, that they're just such nice people, which is why they're some of my favourite. And I watched a podcast of them basically explaining this and how racism has affected them, and it was hard to kind of watch. Let's say I really this was I don't really know how to say, it was tough to watch at times. I've never cried when watching something, but when I watched that documentary and this, there were moments where I wasn't full on crying, but my eyes were a bit, So, yeah. I think it's important that we learn more about this. Like, I'm not sure that I will never truly understand what black people go through at what seems to be on a daily basis. I will never understand that. But from what I've seen and what I've heard, it's horrible. There's nothing else to really say about it. Although this has been, in my opinion, one of the worst years, and we're only halfway through, it was a very important year, I feel like, and just understanding what the world in this problem. Because although I don't like this lockdown, I haven't appreciated this lockdown, it was important because and they mentioned that on that podcast I was talking about. It's important because they talked about how having this time to stay at home and think about stuff like this is truly important. Because if the world was going normal, we'd have this conflict, something like this happen. Protests will probably only happen for like a few days and they'll kind of stop. It feels like so. And we'll just move on. Like, you'll be like, oh, that's bad, and you just move on with your life. So I feel like, although I haven't appreciated lockdown, this has really helped kind of understand, like, gave us time to think about this and the problems with it. This year especially for me has been tough, especially as a wrestling fan, because we've had multiple wrestlers gonna die that I haven't even heard about, but the stories, they're heartbreaking. Of course, the stories of like Shag Gaspar was at the beach, just having spending some time with his family, and some huge storm like oceans came, and he ordered the lifeguards and stuff to save his son first, and he basically died from it. We found him dead a few days ago. And another wrestler, both I'd never heard of, but their stories are horrible. A wrestler called Hana Kimura. She was in New Japan. She committed suicide because of the way she was treated online, which goes into goes into the main point that I want to say with this video. It's just love each other. That's what I was going to say. I usually don't go into my religion here, but in the Bible it says that Jesus says that the greatest commandment is love your neighbor as yourself. It's just love each other. Be nice to everyone. Not because just they don't. Yeah, that's kind of like they don't choose to have this put upon them. Let's say, and it's just important you just love people no matter what. Yeah. Just this has been quite the year. It's kind of ridiculous that this problem of race, mainly in the justice system with racism, that's still a problem. That people are still looked down upon because of the colour of their skin. Like, that is not something they decide. They don't decide when coming out of the womb that I want to be black. Like, they don't decide that. We don't decide this. They just get put in this world and have to kind of deal with it. So it's just horrible that stuff like this is still happening. One thing I just want to say, I know I'm late with this video, but I feel like I just kind of had to talk about it. But, so, yeah, and just learning more about it. Learning more stories of deaths of black people that are clear, obvious that it's racism that's at the bottom. And the amount of policemen that kill white people too. I mean, not kill white people, the amount of policemen that kill black people on camera. They're filmed and you see it, and they're not proven guilty. Like, it is horrible. And thinking about the amount of times we've seen it on camera, that means there's probably plenty of loads more times that we don't see this kind of stuff happening. That people's stories are just kind of left undiscovered and we don't get to respond to that. So it's crazy. So I don't know why this, but I'm hoping that these protests, and everything that's going on, although I don't agree with the violence and bringing down statues, if it's done legally, fine, go ahead with it. There's some statues that of slave trade, like Colston's statue, I don't believe should still be up, but I wanted it to come down legally, not people to illegally vandalize it, like put it in a museum or something like that. I don't agree with the violence. That kind of destroys the message that people are trying to send. But the peaceful protest, go ahead, though that is likely to help. So I do hope this is the time and things only get better from now on, and equality kind of happens. It's been, yeah. I feel like though, not sure how much longer this video is going to be, but I feel like it's important that people like me do talk about this, that we talk about this kind of stuff, because although it's uncomfortable, I didn't want to make this video, but I felt like I had to, it's because conversations are just talking about it, I do believe is a great step forward in just changing the way things are. I'm not saying this is necessarily helping the way things are going, but I feel like it's important that I still talk about this. So yeah, it's just horrible that this kind of stuff's still happening. Yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. If you want to follow me on Instagram, it's at jhawesg2. You were supposed to be getting a Harry Potter film with you. That's been rescheduled to Monday, and you'll get another video on probably Wednesday, I believe. So make sure to check those out. But I hope that that's just kind of not important compared to anything else that's going on and the horrors of what's truly happening. So yeah, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. Black Lives Matter, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.